Hello, I didn't see you there. Today, we're going to be talking about women during World War II. Without women on the home front, America may have never won World War II. Women helped manufacture war materials for World War II. They worked in factories producing planes, guns, artillery, and ammunition. Without women on the home front, the soldiers overseas would never have had the power to overcome the German and Japanese forces. While brothers, husbands, and sons of women were fighting in the war overseas, women took over at home. They found jobs to pay for bills and raised their young children single-handedly.
Some other women roles were driving trucks, repairing airplanes, working as lab technicians, rigging parachutes, serving as radio operators, analyzing photos, and flying military aircraft across the country.
Without the support and effort from women on the home front, the U.S. never would have had a chance of winning World War II. Speaking of women of World War II, with us today we have Marguerite Spooner, an extraordinary woman who lived during World War II. Hello. So, Miss Marguerite, where were you at the start of the war? I was living in New York at the start of the war. My husband, Frank. Oh dear Frank. He was drafted and shipped out right away. How did you cope with your husband's absence? I became a teacher to earn money. I taught my son Kenny and the other local children. How long did you teach? Around 6 months. Then what did you do? I knew I could do more than just teach. My pappy always told me I could do great things. So I stopped teaching and started working in the factories. The factories? Yes, what did you do there? When I first started, I was assigned to making planes. I would weld them and insert the dashboard controls of the cockpit. Where did you go from there? I stayed in the plane business for quite some time. I was even promoted to inspector. I would go through all the planes, checking the wing angles, the cockpit controls. It was good work. Did you stay in the plane manufacturing field? It seems like you were doing awfully well. No. One day while reconstructing the latest fighter plane, a faulty wing came down and crushed one of the workers. It was a horrific sight, and I can no longer bear to step back in the factories. So what did you do after the accident? I wanted to continue supporting the war, so I became a nurse. I tended for the sick that had been sent home until the end of the war. Then I retired and spent the rest of my days in happiness. I'm afraid that's all the time we have. I hope you learned just a little bit more about women in World War II.